What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As always, please hit that subscribe button. It's right down there and it's free. That enables us to keep coming to y'all as often as possible with as many interviews, as many episodes of the 1st and 15th, and as many episodes of the great debaters as possible. So please hit that subscribe button, like our content, share it, talk about it, be about it, each one, teach one. We appreciate your support getting us this far. If you haven't already, we're getting more and more people, but if you could join, that really helps us in a lot of ways too. It's right down there. There's 3 different tiers. And that just helps us behind the scenes and with some of the other initiatives we're trying to bring forward through via Unique Access Entertainment. So please hit us up there too if you can join. Other people have also said we're not showing up in their feeds as much. So once you watch this video, please watch another 1 or 2 so we stay in your algorithm here on Unique Access Entertainment. And then make sure while you're there, because I know we got a lot of subscribers and we keep growing, but if you have subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed, because occasionally people are hitting me up saying, man, I thought I was subscribed, but I wasn't, and now I am. So definitely while you're down there, check it out. Make sure everything is going down, because there's a lot of good things happening here on Unique Access Entertainment, which thankfully is because a lot of great things are happening in rap. And that's what I want to talk about today on the 1st and 15th. Now, man, I really get to live a blessed life, because this is what I've been wanting to do since I was 12 years old, really, is when I had the idea that I wanted to be in the rap industry to some degree after falling in love with rap when I was 10. And thankfully, and knock on wood, I've been able to do that my whole life. And this is something that's continuing on and on and on. And one thing that I'm really excited to talk about today on the 1st and 15th is being able to go to the F.O.R.C.E tour. Now, for those that know, that's the LL Cool J tour that he's fronting, and the Roots are being the band, and then it's got a lot of the same people on many of the dates, but it has a rotating cast of artists that are going through depending on where the city is. Now, I got to see it September 3rd at the Forum in Inglewood. Now, man, I'm excited because I'm getting to go to more shows. Shout out to my wife, Davita. We've been having a great summer, going to a lot of different events and going to shows. And, got to see Juicy J, got to see Joe Scott, and now the F.O.R.C.E tour. And man, this show was like a dream come true on many, many, many different levels. One, going to more shows. We're getting, used to dealing with COVID and everything. So more things are opening up. And to see the magnitude of artists that were on the F.O.R.C.E tour at Inglewood was amazing. Now, this qualified as the LA stop of the tour. So, of course, it was a little modified than some of the other dates. But getting into it, man, the first, the Roots came out and they did a little set with Black Thought. And then as the show kicked off, it really started blowing my mind right out the gate, because Salt-N-Pepa came out. Now, I've had the benefit of interviewing Salt. There's one of the links to one of the interviews I did with her. Definitely check it out. Very insightful, great perspective, and one of the most important groups in rap history, Salt-N-Pepa, of course. But fortunately, been able to see Salt-N-Pepa before, but I had never seen them backed by the Roots, which is the same for every other artist that I'm going to talk about today on this episode of the 1st and 15th. But what made it so special is how it just blended through, and to see Salt-N-Pepa backed by a live band, which is a great band with the Roots, and Black Thought be their hype man. And I was super, super excited, speaking of man, to see them perform I'll Take Your Man, which is one of my favorite songs that they ever did. And here's a little clip. So as you can see, man, Salt-N-Pepa were definitely in full effect, doing a great job with the show. And it's just amazing to see these, wonderful women delivering this great show. And I must say, the other thing that was very exciting about this F.O.R.C.E tour stop was that, yes, of course, people trickled in and a little bit late. But once we started getting into Salt-N-Pepa and what I'm about to get into now, when you looked around, it was a sold out show. There were, other than on the side of the stage where I think they just blocked it off because they didn't sell tickets, everything other than that, barely any seats, and there were people all over the place. And it looked like, I think the Forum holds about 17,000 people. So to see classic hip hop tour, and to see them all show up early, especially in Inglewood/LA, which is unusual, made me feel really good. Of course, this is all organized and orchestrated and executed to a large degree via LL Cool J, and a lot of the stuff he's doing with Rock the Bells, which, you know, I'm honored to play a very, very, very small part in, but to write some articles for them, do some interviews. But to see this come through, and then right after Salt-N-Pepa to go into LL, and he is the headliner, but LL came in and did a set that I think was about 35-40 minutes. And, you know, of course he did a lot of the hits, but LL has hit upon hit upon hit upon hit. And, you know, when you get to see all that, I had never seen, say, I don't recall, because I've seen LL many times in different states, different decades, different things, but I also don't remember seeing him do a big old butt in the handful of times that I've seen LL over the years. So that was crazy. And there's a little clip of that. So the other thing about LL, and I've seen him multiple times, is that I don't remember him really ever having a hype man. So to have Black Thought on his side and working with him in different things was so incredible. LL also brought out Chuck D from Public Enemy, his early label mate back in the days, and that was amazing to also see. So just this show from front to back, start to finish, everything was so amazing. And because this is highlighting some of the classic artists, then of course we got to see Rakim, and shout out to Kathy Nelson and Matthew Kemp for helping make that possible. Got to chop it up with Rakim after a set, but to see Rakim for the first time in a long time was amazing, because, you know, Microphone Fiend, of course, is one of his greatest songs and one of my favorites of his, and there's a little clip of it right there. And again, it's just amazing to see Rakim perform, period, because he's so mesmerizing and magnetic. But to see Black Thought bouncing off him and helping navigate the songs was pretty amazing. And Rakim's just poise is remarkable, and just as astonishing as it was back in the day when you were first seeing it, and the videos in particular. But then for the people that did see him live and in person, starting in the 86, 87 era with the Paid in Full album and Eric B. as President single. So, but to see that in 2023 was remarkable, and just, you know, a real honor and a blessing, and being able to chop it up with him backstage. You know, there's a photo of us right there you can see, but, you know, to be, anytime I get to talk to Rakim, and thankfully that's happening, you know, several times throughout the years and continues happening, it's such an honor, because Rakim, of course, is one of the most revered, excellent artists in rap history, and to be able to have conversations with him and just talk about stuff other than a quote unquote interview is always amazing, and such a blessing for somebody like me that grew up wanting to live this type of life, and now I'm doing it, and that's amazing. So I'm very honored and grateful for that. And then, of course, since we're in Inglewood for the LA area stop of the F.O.R.C.E tour, the special guest, or the artist that, you know, had only been on a few dates, was Ice-T. So to see Ice out there performing, crip walking, doing his thing, talking his trash, and being like the OG that he is, that was amazing to experience. And I've, you know, got to interview Ice and hang out with him many times over the years. And it's just amazing to see that he still puts it down to the highest level at a show, and to see him do Colors in LA is always an amazing experience. So if Ice-T's coming to LA and you've missed it on the F.O.R.C.E tour, you haven't seen him in a long time or in a while, definitely go check him out. I've had a chance to see him a couple times in the last few years, and every time I see him, it's just an amazing experience. And what makes this F.O.R.C.E tour so remarkable is that, you know, LL Cool J is like the host and everything, the coordinator of it per se, but then LL, as I had mentioned, comes out after Salt-N-Pepa and before Rakim, but then LL comes out as the headliner. So he changed his outfit, and then he comes back and does another 45-minute, close to an hour set. So LL is just so deep in the game with so many songs of so many different styles. You know, he did the Flavor in Your Ear verse that, of course, people love, the Craig Mack remix. So LL just puts it down, and to see 17,000 people give it up for the Roots, give it up for Salt-N-Pepa, give it up for LL Cool J twice, give it up for Rakim, and give it up for Ice-T. It was a sight to behold, and just an honor and a blessing as somebody that really wants to do this. And I think another special shout out, or something I really want to highlight, is the Roots. And, you know, of course, Questlove being the sonic architect and putting everything and assembling everything in the way that he did was amazing and astonishing to witness a band play for 3 hours straight pretty seamlessly, because other than with rare exceptions, there weren't any of those just standing and talking for minutes at a time. No, this is a 3 hour show that went straight through with remarkable performances. And the Roots, all the members, I got to give them a lot of credit for, with, of course, Questlove being the orchestrator of that, and Black Thought, you know, delivering sets and songs here and there, but then also, you know, serving as the unofficial hype man of the night, like an old school R&B review, where it's just rotating and things going on and on and on. And it was really, really, really remarkable and extremely impressive. And that's something that I think we got to really, really, you know, understand and appreciate, is that this is, hopefully not, but this is, you know, it's a once in a lifetime experience to be able to see this type of show, this type of professionalism, this type of seamlessness go off without a hitch, 3 hours to knock it out. And, you know, given that what I do, one of the beauties is I get to collect these laminates, which is something that I've been doing for a long time, ever since I got in the game. But, you know, getting the all access pass and getting like this memorabilia is an amazing thing, in addition to keeping the ticket. So I think, you know, people, when you look at these things, you know, these are special moments, and they are for me. And I know that the people that watch and love Unique Access Entertainment really get a lot of, you know, great insight like I do. And that's part of the reason why I have Unique Access, because every time I talk to or watch the artist, you know, I'm learning lots of stuff and picking up things that I've missed, or learning things that I just wasn't aware of at all. And to be able to have these opportunities is just an amazing experience, and I'm eternally grateful. And I'm very grateful that you're watching this video. So, as always, hit me in the comment section. Let me know what you think here on the 1st and 15th. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Like our content, share, talk about it, be about it, each one, teach one. Please join us if you haven't already. And then, of course, watch another video or two so we get more in your algorithm and show up more and more often, because that's something that, you know, I want to keep the channel going and growing, and that will definitely help. You can follow me on all social media at Soren Baker. Definitely check out my new book with Juicy J, Chronicles of the Juice Man, if you haven't already. We did a press run in New York. We got more content and more stuff coming with that too. And I'm just honored and grateful that you spent the time with me to watch this video. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you next time on the 1st and 15th.